For Financial Focus, Steve Budin joins us with a look at what everyone's talking about in the money world, and we're going to get to the president being in Cuba in just a little bit, but first we want to talk existing home sales, and you were saying not so good.
Yeah, this is a slow report. Since November, weakest report. Sales are down about 7%. Median price is going up, so year over year, and these are national numbers and clearly real estate is local, but about a 4% gain year over year. The thing that concerns me is the drop was pretty severe.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, because it seems like, at least here anyway, we've seen those little increases. So even though, it hasn't been great, it's felt good, but to see a drop is a big effect.
Yeah, and what's interesting is as the price goes up, a lot of the homeowners who have been underwater are now listing their homes. So the amount of homes available has gone up from 4 months to 4.5 months. Doesn't seem like a large supply, but the fact that it's changed to the upside will affect home prices, and that's what's concerning the markets a little bit.
Okay, and then something that is up is stock market. We're kind of, finally evening out and doing pretty good for once in a long time.
We'll bring this up when the market goes down. We'll bring it up when the stock market goes up. So interestingly enough, the last couple of weeks there's been a pretty good rebound, and year to date, most of the major averages are pretty equal. So if you hung in from the beginning of the year, kept doing what you're supposed to do, you're back to even. Now, this is why you always have a little bit in different pots, because things will go down and they'll come back up. And oil, you saw, dropped from $40 down to $25. It's back up to $40. We've all seen gas prices up about 25 cents in the last couple of weeks. Right. A lot of this has to do with the dollar and what the Federal Reserve said last week. A weak dollar drives the oil prices back up because that's how oil is priced.
Now, the president being in Cuba today, we did a story at the top of the show, and everyone's been talking about this. And how does this affect things? You and I were saying something about, we were talking a little bit about being able to get there. I mean, as far as like, booking a hotel or resort, people want to visit. Yeah,
you had mentioned that bookings.com, or I was reading this morning, Airbnb, which is a peer-to-peer rental website, are both full. So a lot of Americans are showing an interest in traveling to Cuba, which is great for business, both for the travel agencies and then for the Cubans. Clearly, it's a very sensitive issue for a lot of folks who are from Cuba, given the political history, and the embargo is still there. So even in the press conference a couple of minutes ago, I overheard the Cuban president say, you have to lift the embargo. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but who knows? This is an important first step. Like I've said before, if you can join hands economically, very often the change will come. Cuba's days are numbered. It's just a matter of when. I do agree with the administration on that. But the head of Marriott, the head of Xerox are traveling with the president, trying to get more business dealings between the two companies and the two countries. So we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Steve, thanks so much, as always. Todd?
All right, Dana, still ahead this midday. A teen pilot